Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about what we call a composition of transformations. And what this is when you're just going to have more than one transformation taking place. So for example, you might have like a translation, and then you might reflect down. So you're going to have more than one transformation. You translate and then you reflect. And the way it works, we'll use a point up here. Let's say this is point A throughout the whole composition. The first time you do a transformation, you put a little prime symbol up here to indicate that you've done a transformation. And then if you do a second one, you can have what we call a double prime, meaning that there was a second transformation done here. So if you have a composition, you're just doing more than one transformation. The first transformation you do to the original image. The second transformation you do to the final image of the first transformation. So you translated, and then you reflected that translation to get here. So it's like you're always doing the transformation to the most recent image. And we'll do a few examples, and I'll show you how, or give you some tricks on how to do these. Our first question that we want to do, we are given this rectangle down here, and we are told to reflect over the x-axis, and then to translate by the rule x plus 1, y plus 4. So that is our transformation for this. So if you're on the coordinate plane, you can do the transformation right on there, reflecting over the x-axis. Remember, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So our first transformation, I'll do it in red. Reflecting over the x, we'll say O first. You're 1 unit away, so you're going to be 1 unit away up here. That's going to become O prime. P is 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away up here. N is 1 away, so it'll be 1 away. And M was 4 away, so it'll be 4 away as well. So this is after your first transformation. This isn't the final image, this is after, I'll put a little star, it's after reflecting over the x-axis. But after we reflect over x, we want to translate by the rule x plus 1, y plus 4. So we're going to take the reflected image, and everything's going to go to the right by 1 and up by 4. So to the right by 1 and up by 1, 2, 3, 4. This is now our O prime. Let's move that P a little bit. P goes to the right by 1 and up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's P double prime. M goes to the right by 1 and up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So M double prime and N double prime is going to be right here. So this green image would be your final image. And if you want to list the coordinates, we would have O double prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So O5, O P would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be 4, 8 for P double prime. M double prime would be -1, 8, and N double prime would be -1, 5. So these would be the final points here. There is another way you can do this without being on the coordinate plane. You could just list your coordinates, and I'll show you for this one. Our original coordinates, if we look at the blue here, I'll take the blue right here. Our original coordinates are, start with O, 1, 2, 3, -1. O is 3, -1. P is 3, -4. And N is -2, -1. And M is -2, -4. So M, -2, -4. So if you don't want to do it on the coordinate plane, or if you're not given the coordinate plane, you can go ahead and just list the coordinates, or if you're maybe just given the coordinates, and then you can use your transformations here. So the first transformation, I'll use a little arrow. This is reflecting over the x-axis. So x-axis, we are reflecting. So when you reflect, we did this in red, so I'll do it in red again. you're going to end up with O prime. Remember, with the x-axis, x stays the same, and y is going to become the opposite. So O prime would be 3, 1, P prime would be 3, 4, N prime would be 2, 1, and M prime would be negative 2, 1, negative 2, 4. And then you're going to go ahead and do another transformation. Now you're going to do that translation. So you're doing x plus 1, y plus 4. And that got us to the green. So x plus 1, O double prime, plus 1 you get 4. Y plus 4 you get 5. P double prime, 3 plus 1 you get 4. 4 plus 4 you get 8. Your N double prime, negative 2 plus 1 you get negative 1. Negative or positive 1 plus 4 you're going to get 5. And M double prime, negative 2 plus 1 you get negative 1. And 4 plus 4 you get 8. You can go ahead and check. The O double primes are the same, P double primes are the same, N double primes are the same, and M double primes are the same as well. So you can do it like this too if you want to just list things out and just go through the transformations. Or you can do it on the coordinate plane if you like, whichever you prefer. Sometimes you might have one or the other. So we're going to go ahead and do another one. This one will be one on the coordinate plane. So let's go ahead and erase. Here's our next one. We are given this triangle, and we are first told to translate by the rule x plus 2, y minus 5. That means you're going to the right by 2 and down by 5. So that's our first one. And then we are reflecting, and we are reflecting over the y axis. So I'll do this one right on the coordinate plane. We could list the coordinates if we wanted to, but I'll stick on the coordinate plane. Our first transformation, we are going to do all the x values are going to increase by 2, y is going to go down by 5. So that means we're going to the right 2 and down 5. We'll start with C. From C, you go to the right 2 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This becomes your C prime. B, you go to the right by 2, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your B prime. And A prime to the right by 2 and down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your A prime. So this is your triangle now. And one thing you should have consistent here is both your triangles should be congruent. It's the same triangle, just been translated down here. So this is our first transformation. Now our next transformation will go in red. We're going to reflect over the y-axis. Remember, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, x and y. So we're reflecting over the y-axis. So everything to the right of the y-axis is going to end up to the left. Everything to the left, this A, is going to end up to the right. So everything's going to be a mirror image of what we have. So we'll start with C. C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away. So if you're reflecting over, you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away over here. That's C double prime. B is 1, 2, 3 units away. So on the other side, we're going to be 1, 2, 3 units away. So there's B double prime. And A prime here is 1 unit, but it's on the left side, so it's going to end up being 1 unit on the right side. There's A double prime. And this would end up being your final triangle in red here. Just go right over. So this is a reflection of that purple, of the primes, and it would be a translation and reflection of our original orange. If we want to list our coordinates, A double prime would be 1, negative 1. B double prime would be negative 3, negative 1. And C double prime would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, negative 4. And here's how we can do multiple transformations. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a couple more, but they're going to be not on the coordinate plane now. And we'll use that other technique for them. So we'll go ahead and get rid of you actually, and we'll get rid of you. So our first one, we are given just a point. We are given the point M is negative 1, 2. And we want to reflect. I'm going to write our transformations over here. We're going to reflect over the x-axis. And then after that, we're going to translate by the rule x plus 4, y minus 2. So we're going to translate. Alright, so how we can do this is, well, I'm just going to take our m, and we'll do the first transformation. That'll be this one. Put a little 1 in red. So we're reflecting over the x-axis. If you reflect over the x-axis, our m prime is going to become, well, x is going to stay the same, y is going to become the opposite, so m prime would be -1, -2. Then we're going to go over here, do this in blue, our second transformation. That's going to get us to m double prime, and we are changing by the rule x plus 4, y minus 2. So you're going to go to the reflected point. -1 plus 4 is 3. -2 minus 2 is -4. So our final point is m double prime is 3, -4. So if you take the original point and you do these two transformations, you'll end up right here. And our last problem of the day, we're going to have a point. And let's see what we do to it. We're going to start with point P is 8, 3. And we are going to do these transformations. First, we're going to reflect over the y-axis. Then we are going to translate. It says down 2 and to the right by 3. And then, we're not done yet, we are going to reflect again, so a second reflection, and it's going to be over the x-axis. So reflect over the x-axis this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with this first transformation. Reflect over the y-axis. When you reflect over the y-axis, we're going to end up with P prime. Your y stays the same, your x becomes the opposite, so there's your P prime after we reflect over the y-axis. Our next transformation is to translate down 2 and to the right by 3. So I'm going to convert this into the rule the way we're used to seeing it. Going down 2 means your y is going -2. To the right by 3, that's the positive direction for x, so it's going to be x plus 3. So this is the rule that we're applying to this point. So P double prime, x plus 3, -8 plus 3 is -5. 3 minus 2, that's the rule we're doing, gives us a 1. And now we're on to our last transformation here. And this is the reflection over the x-axis. Oops, there we go. And we're going to have to take you away, buddy. If we reflect over the x-axis now, when you reflect over the x-axis, now we're going to have P triple prime, because we have a third transformation. X stays the same, y becomes the opposite, so our final point, P triple prime here, after you do all three of those transformations, one of them kind of disappeared here, you're going to end up at P triple prime is -5, -1. And just like that, you're all done. So there are a few more problems on the slideshow that's following along with this video. Go ahead and try some of those. The answers are all posted on the next slide. So just see if you can follow through with doing multiple transformations. Some are on the coordinate plane, and some are like this, where you're just given a point and a list of transformations. So go ahead and give those a try, and have a nice day.